What's up, fellow classers? It's Pauline here, and what we're going to do is we're going to do something a little different, bringing you to the end of our latest war against Illuminati's team, Clan Level 9. And as you can see, we had a defeat there of our first, and I think 17 wars straight or something like that. So, you know, shout out to them. We're going to do a little bit of a different video. For this one, I probably will still do the war recap as far as, you know, the good attacks and everything. But this time what we're going to do is we're going to focus on the ones we didn't do so good on. And it is not going to be anything negative. It's going to be all for the positive and, you know, to help show what attacks could be done better and what goes wrong when, you know, you don't get the 3 stars. So, you know, it was a team effort. We lost as a team, and that's fine. Not anybody in particular, so this video is not to pick on any specific person, and I'm just going to go down a lot of their bases that we 2-starred or 1-starred or whatever were hit by many people. So we had multiple chances of getting the 3 stars, so it wasn't just one person or anything like that. So we'll go ahead, and unfortunately the person that's going to get shown is the one that has the highest non-2 star. So it was probably hit many times, but that's the way it goes. This clan, we were supposed to match up with an arranged matchup with green goats, and we ended up matching up with these guys. They did have an extra Town Hall 8, which was our Town Hall 9, which actually was a decent Town Hall 9 too, not at 8.5. You know, with I think at least 13 something heroes, 1310 heroes of 1311 for their bottom Town Hall 9. With expos and everything like that. So it does help when you have an extra Town Hall 9. Plus, I think that person, that Town Hall 9, also had pretty much max troops. They had, I think, level 4 dragons and level 4 golems and level 2 hounds. So it wasn't a low Town Hall 9. So that helps when you're a little stacked on the other way. But we should have still got the perfect war on this one. So I've got the pen out and everything like that. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. We're going to go ahead and take a look at number 3, being on this particular one being hit by Huck. And as you can see, it's a completely maxed out Town Hall 9 as far as defenses, not as far as walls. Walls are pretty high too. So we're using a quad quake here to get in, and I believe it's a shattered go Vaho. So we've got 2 golems. There goes one in the clan castle, and there goes another. First thing I would do is split those golems, and, you know, I at least bring it up to the 9 o'clock position, just so it wouldn't walk to that exposed cannon. But you know, get that funnel a little bit more out there. It's not a big deal though. The wall breakers go in. There is not a wall breaker fail, so they do get into that. There is a quad quake that's there. One of the things I'm finding is to leave my queen back, and I'll show that probably in the war recap. That queen is going to go ahead and jump in there and follow that lava hound and do some damage there. We've got 3 heals, no rage for these guys to get in. So, you know, they're kind of running here, and they get stuck in the core. They're finished at this point because that core is not open to any more of that base. So the lava hound pops. All the pups are doing damage to all these things. Now at this point right here, we have still a kill squad up. That king is up. It's used his ability. I think there's some golemites around there. And if you look at these type of point defenses right here, these point defenses right here, right here, right here. I think this expo. And so far, I think all of those, and probably this mortar, they are all focused in on this kill squad right now. Those hogs should have been sent in much earlier here to start, you know, making their way around this base and kind of following the kill squad as it's trying to push. Even if it's knocking through these walls, even if it's trying to get into these walls, these mortars, these archer towers, everything is going to still be firing on the kill squad here. So, I mean, the name of the game is to keep those hogs alive. So, I think that's one of the big faults here. You got 2 more heals left, and no hogs are going in. So, we've blasted another hog. There are still some Valkyries up, but the kill squad is starting to make its way in there. And, you know, just very slow on these hogs. So now that kill squad's making its way through the other end of the base, and these defenses are now focused on the hogs. So the top ones is pretty good to send them in now, but that kill squad is almost done. It's pretty much finished except for the queen and that poor golem that's getting hit. But the hogs are making their way through. One more heal, very, very nice. And now we're going to lose some to spring traps. And push their way through this last wizard tower and cannon. Now, if we had that, you know, the golem a little bit further, we could have used minions to take out that cannon and so forth. So anyway, this raid, it's still not over. If they had enough time, it would have been good. But, you know, you need some of those hogs on cleanup, and that would have helped push those hogs along through that core, through the outer reaches if it was they were sent in a little bit earlier, and maybe sprinkled one or two of them in on the entrance too. So anyway, that was a close one. It was a good attack, very, very nice, but just not good enough. All right, number 5. Going to watch Big Einstein going on this one, and we've got another Go Vaho with a healer walk. So we're going to go ahead and check this out. That queen is sent down there, and she is going to do, I think, I see 4 wall breakers, but I don't think it's going to be a queen charge. I think it's going to be a queen walk. So it has 1 rage, 1 heal, and 2 jumps. So when you have 2 jumps, you're going to try to push your kill squad deep through that core. And I'm not sure we have enough Valkyries to make that worthwhile, or even enough golems. Usually you want a stone entry or like a lot of Valkyries, like 7 or 8 Valkyries, to go ahead and push through that core if you're going to use a double jump. But we'll go ahead and check this out. That queen is doing fine. I think at this point the queen kind of it's getting hit by the Expo, and unfortunately the healers are going to go ahead and stay in that dipped position, and they are going to go get hit by the Expo. So that's going to cause some problems. There are the golems going in through the right-hand side, and the Valkyries are sent in there. But I think we had, no, we didn't have a wall breaker fail. It's fine. The nice thing about this is, you know, you don't have very many troops that are going after that lava hound. Now, I would have probably just used whatever minimal troops I could have used to go ahead and do that funnel, because you really want that lava hound to stay alive. I mean, the Valkyries are going to run kind of rampant through there without getting hit by the lava hound, and the lava hound's going to do very minimal damage. So right now they are punching through the wall, so we needed to use a jump at this point. So we've got the Valkyries going completely crazy here and just punching through the walls at this spot right here. And doing nothing, just tanking the Expo and everything else that's there with the golem. So you know, they're not going to be able to withstand that for very long. And didn't have, I think that jump connected the whole entire thing, so there's no reason not to jump those Valkyries in there. They're almost all dead now anyway. So the queen has to use the ability. The healers are all dead from the Expo and the air defense. And now she's going to lock on to this lava hound, and she's going to either start punching through the wall or try to get the lava hound. So, you know, it's pretty much over at this spot because that Expo is locked on. She'll go down, and yeah, there's really nothing left for here. So it's tough. You know, you got to improvise whenever those jumps don't go through, or the Valkyries decide to walk somewhere else. Just go ahead and jump them through, and continue to do your raid and just improvise on that. Also, just want to do a quick check and see where those healers were dropped up top. Yeah, they were dropped fine. Okay. I just wanted to make sure they weren't dropped too far down low or anything like that. Okay. So let's check out number 6. Again, very, very nice attack. Just a regular go-ho with a healer queen walk. And starts using those minions to funnel. So we'll go ahead and fast forward this. Queen is dropped. Doesn't have to drop the healers yet until she actually aggroes. There we go. And drops those healers on top. And we'll go ahead and fast forward this through. Brings a rage and 2 heals and a jump. So at this point does not need to use a rage or the ability yet. Everything's still going fine. And I think we're okay right now. Just the splash damage and expo that's on, so those healers will be able to catch up a little bit with only that expo, except for now with the cannon on, that will start to go low. I think that was a little premature using that ability. That was probably not the best idea. I think I would have used a rage instead of that, but it's fine. And that allows the expo to continue to be on that queen, and those healers not to be taking so much damage. And the rest of the kill squad is being sent up there. Again, very nicely done. That lava hound is not being affected. Don't know why we use the poison on that. Definitely do not use a poison on that lava hound unless I miss skellies. Unfortunately, those that queen goes down to a Tesla farm. There's no way she can keep up with that. I think I would have probably saved the rage for the queen instead of that kill squad. She would have been able to take out that entire Tesla farm, the town hall, and probably worked her way into that expo and a little bit more. So it's not a bad, it was definitely not a bad raid, just a little bit of tweaking to go. No more heals left, so that hog those hogs have got to make it through that Tesla farm, which they do. Have to get through that those skelly traps, which they do, and right now I think it's just about running out of time. I have plenty of hogs left over. If the queen would have used the rage instead and been healed up through that Tesla farm, we wouldn't have had to worry about that with the hogs. They would have been cleaning up on the right hand side, and the queen would have been cleaning up in the left hand in the middle, and I think it would have been a 3-star at that point. So still very, very nice attack. Very good try. 91% is no joke. All right, let's go to number 7, and we'll go ahead and take a look at this. So, and all these things are all standard internet bases. None of them are you know, any new creations. We really should have been able to do much better on this. So brings a shattered entry here with a go va-ho again, and you know, brings the queen in from behind. Wizard's doing the funneling, drops a jump there. All the golems reroute. King is in there, brings another jump to push through here, as well as 2 heals. And no rage. So that queen and those wizards are going to jump on top of that lava hound and start taking it out. And that's what we see, a big time sink there. Drops another, you know, jump for these king and Valkyries, which will start making their way through the core, but very little Valkyries are there. That they just get eaten alive by those expos. They don't get a chance to do anything. Valkyries without rage and without heals, they're not as good as they could be. We really want to take advantage of either a rage or a heal to either keep them alive or rage them and double their damage and speed really quick and let them tear through that core. So that's probably one thing I would have changed. That jump helped push a little bit. It definitely got them a little bit further, but you can see they didn't get anywhere into those areas where, you know, they needed to, except for that one golem that's taking all the damage right now. And those hogs, unfortunately, are going through the rest of the base without a heal. So they're doing a good job pushing through. Drops a nice poison on the king, but those spring traps take them apart, and we're running out of steam here. So we're almost all done. The queen hasn't used the ability yet, but she's going to have to, because she's going to get in the town hall and get hit by the king, and then we're all done. That wizard's just going to try to do his own job, but it's not going to make it happen. So very, very nice try. And I think there's just 1 or 2 left. Yeah, we left way too many. Okay, so number 8. Another 90% here. And we've got like a dragon, a go drag va something. So you know, one of the things we didn't do here is bring any backup to these dragons. Probably would have dropped 1 dragon and thrown in 4 balloons. Just, we'll see what happens here. So the golem's in there. Let's see if yeah, okay, so we don't have a wall breaker fail, which is good. Funnel is good. Everything is good. I think the entrance here was really, really nice. I mean, drop the king, drop the Valkyries, drop the queen. Everything's running into that core. The whole point of the core of the kill squad here is to get all of those air defenses. Brings a zap and quake for that bottom air defense, but I think we get all of them. We do run into a little bit of a snag soon. That lava hound goes down. Pups are cleared up by the wizards and the queen. They're taking the jump. Everything's still going really, really well. The king has got very good health. Uses the ability at a good time, and the queen's doing damage through it too. Is going to go ahead and take out that town hall, take out the sweeper. Still hasn't used her ability. I think we'll use the zap quake here, if I'm not mistaken, or very, very soon. There we go. The zap quake's sent down. And right now, that queen is getting some free shots on the king, and the king's walking away doing nothing. And then she's going to decide to hit through a wall, which is going to be a time sink there. So that's a big problem right there. The kill squad is completely done. Very nice sending in the dragons at this point. Was waiting for those air defenses to go down. Right now it's like a 50-50 shot because that king can take her out, or not take her out, but it could cause a problem. And but there are no point defenses that are going to get her yet until she steps into this core. So it doesn't go perfect. Gets that air defense very nicely taken out. That worked out really well. And trips a double giant bomb here in just a second as she has to use her ability. The Expo is aggro on her. Wipes the aggro, gets back on again, and takes out that air defense. So we're doing good here. I actually thought this was going to be a 3-star at this point. Does he have all 6 dragons? Yeah, all 6 dragons are up, and we're just going to make our way through the rest of the base here. Now, at this point right here, if I would have taken away I would have taken away one of those dragons and brought in some loons on the back end. This right here is focused on the dragon. This right here is focused on the dragon, and this we could probably worry about that. But if we drop the dragon in, or I'm sorry, a loon in from here, or maybe 2 loons and possibly 2 loons here, these loons would have made their way through here and taken out these defenses right here. And that's a big, big, big deal, as you'll see, because for the rest of the entire war that this is happening, or this particular fight, these 4 dragons are going to get focused down by these point defenses right here. So they're just going to get a free shot the whole entire way, as there's a lot of buildings and a lot of storage units there. So that's not a good thing. So we'll see the Expo and the Archer Tower still there. That is actually very good that one dragon soaked up 2 air-seeking mines. That's probably the best. Another one gets hit. You want the lower dragon to get hit by the seeking air mine, so the one with the most hit points stays. Unfortunately, they kind of balance each other out. Another gets hit by it. So we're all done with the air-seeking mines. And if you look at it again, these dragons, you can even send it in at this point, send those 4 loons in there, because right now everything except for that wizard tower is focused on those dragons. All the black seeking mines were already up, so those loons didn't have to worry about hitting those black seeking mines, and we are almost all done. It gets stuck on its storage, and the raid is pretty much over at that point. So there's a good chance, a good try, but I would definitely swap out at least one of the dragons for 4 loons, maybe even thinking about swapping off 2 of the dragons for 8 loons and using them systematically throughout the base and doing that. All right. Let's check out number 11. Another high percentage 2-star. So I think this is the general. There's absolutely no reason why we should fail on the general. This has been drag-looned la-looned a billion times on multiple people's videos. Step-by-step instructions of how to do that, and we just failed here. I think we're doing a go ho, and I believe we're bringing a shattered entry in here. Just go ahead and hold back on that queen. That queen is not going to get too much damage in on here. It is going to destroy the lava hound, but unfortunately that lava hound isn't doing any damage to your kill squad. So they'll go pop the lava hound, and that lava hound pup or those pups will do 10 times the amount of damage, even way more than 10 times. I think like 20 times more damage than the lava hound will. So that's something to just keep in mind there. If you don't have to pop it, try to find a way not to. You can use the healer trick on there, which makes a huge difference. You could anchor on that left-hand side on the builder hut. I think there was a right-hand builder hut, so you have that option to do as well. And just save yourself that and let the queen and a kill squad really do their thing. That queen is going to go down very, very soon. It's going to use her ability, but I think she's going to get focused on a couple other things on this mortar and then the Tesla pretty soon. So, the hogs have all been taken care of here. The double giant bomb, everything like that. They're still making their way through the base. They still have one more heal, but that double giant bomb completely takes that. And on this base, the double giant bombs are either where they were on the left-hand side, up top where they were, or also on the right-hand side. There's only 3 spots where they're usually kept. So, So the queen goes down, and cleanups, started with the wizards, but they're going to run into these point defenses that are being tanked by the golem until they get down further, and then the raid is pretty much over because that golem is banging on a wall, and it's not going to make it all the way into that Tesla core. So good try, but maybe could have held back those wizards until the golem made it into that area. All right, number 13. That was actually hit by a down hall 8, so we won't go into that because it was a very nice hit. Yeah, this base 98%. I mean, there's not too much you can do better than this. So it's really, again, just a learning experience. It was a very, very nice attack. That golem was sent into that mortar there. We're using I think a stoned entrance here. 3 golems, 2 of them already sent in. I kind of like to use my clan castle golem for the last one to push through the most of the base, but it's up to you. You can let it tank further with the clan castle golem initially. So since that's the last golem in there, once that wall is opened up, we're using 1 jump and 3 heals with 19 hogs on the back end. So they do trip a giant bomb, which is very nice, sprinkling in some of those hogs in the beginning, which is also very nice. And that queen is going to go ahead and pop the lava hound, get distracted with all the pups, and start doing her thing. The king is just about ready to go down. I mean, these the heroes are pretty low heroes, so it's tough to push very far with them. And now there's really no kill squad except for 1 golem in the middle there that's really tanking too much stuff. It's still nice to send those hogs in like the way he does. It's very nicely done because all the ones that he sent them in are actually focused on that golem who's taking a lot of damage, making their way through the base. And the heal is a tiny bit off. That's why he has to use a second heal here, and I think that was a big deal. That heal is not doing too much except for now. So it would have been nice to save that heal for just a little bit later. Trip that giant bomb, standing in heals. The skelly traps are doing damage there. The queen is still up, which is actually very good too. And the hogs are still making their way through the space. Tesla's doing damage. Unfortunately, the queen gets kind of stuck on a storage unit instead of helping them clear this. And that king's getting some free shots into those hogs as well. They do dodge a trap, but that's not going to be enough. So I think what we run into here is just a cleanup problem. The base is destroyed, and the queen is going to go ahead and punch through this wall and aggro on that king, use her ability, be able to take that king out, which is fine. And yeah, there we go. King is done. Almost takes the queen out, but not finished completely. So we're just going to run out of time here. So very, very nice try. And you know what? You can't do much better. Just a little bit of the heels were a little off. Otherwise, it was good. Okay. All right, our last one. This is it. And number 18, I think it was their lowest. It was either the lowest or second lowest. Which, I mean, if you're looking at it, it is a low-level Town Hall 9, but still has, you know, all 4 air defenses. Still has the sweepers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 archer towers. So as 1, 2, 3, 4. So it has all of the Town Hall 9 defenses, and a lot of them, I think they're all maxed Town Hall 8. So it has a complete full. It's a Town Hall 9 with complete Town Hall 8 max defenses at the Town Hall 9 level. So uses a rage to go ahead and do that king and queen swap dragon, you know, suicide dragon type thing, which goes very, very well. I don't know what that last dragon was for, that third one. That's probably a problem right there. Don't need to bring 3 dragon, which is, that one is just going to go ahead and do cleanup and eventually die to an archer tower. So it's a good cleanup troop, but for 20 space, I don't know if it gets as much as it could. Maybe it does. It looks like it's getting quite a bit. So not a terrible idea, actually. It's gonna, unless it hits one of those seeking mines. So I think right now it's on the archer tower. It's going to do some damage. Kill squad is sent in there. Jump is good timing in, so it's no problem. Everything's going well so far. Another dead base zone. I probably would have brought another golem and dropped one of those dragons. The golems do hit that double giant bomb spot, and not a bad time to send the hogs in, because they are getting, you know, a lot of those defenses are tanking the kill squad's tanking those defenses. The only thing I probably wouldn't have done is, I don't know if I would have healed up those hogs. I just probably would have let them push through. No need to heal them up at that point. So because most of the defenses were focused on that. So they will. There's the problem right there. Was the raid is that double giant bomb spot. No need to heal up those hogs there. I would have saved that heal, and then I would have had 2 heals to push these hogs through the rest of the base. And with 2 hogs, 2 heals, well, not with that spring trap, so that's a problem too. I wouldn't have brought a loon. I would have brought an extra hog, and you know, I probably would have brought either an extra golem, like I said, or an extra 6 hogs, and that would have probably made the difference right there instead of that dragon. That dragon is down, and you need better cleanup troops than this. So at this point, the raid is over. That king is is down, and this particular raid is over. So, oh, and no reason to bring a giant either. So wherever that giant came from, we have a giant in there. I saw a giant walking. Yeah, there we go. Giant is walking. So yeah, take out the giant. It's the army composition is just not. Bring more hogs. More hogs. Get rid of a dragon. Suicide dragons are suicide dragons. Let them do their job of killing the 2 royals and be done with it. So you've got 1 5 space from the giant, 20 from the dragon. So either bring an extra golem or bring the extra 25 or extra 5 hogs that you have. Oh, and I'm sorry, the loon too. So that's 30. So extra golem or 6 extra hogs, and that is a 3-star attack right there. So again, not a bad showing. We could have definitely done better. We should have done better. Everybody made mistakes during this war, so these people that I showed here were not the only ones to fail on these bases. We've had multiple fails, so they just happen to be the ones there, that I showed. So nobody did particularly worse than anybody else. It was a group effort like that, and you guys have been asking for show us bases that were not 3-starred. So I thought this would be a perfect opportunity to show bases when you do a 3-star attempt. Very good strategy as far as the units that you're going to bring, but maybe the wrong number compositions, and maybe the wrong deployment or the wrong healing or other spell drops. So everybody makes mistakes. That's what we do. That's how we learn, and that's how we get better. So that's what we're going to chalk this one up to, and we'll go ahead. Unfortunately, I don't have really any to show you on our Town Hall 8s did great. They cleared all the Town Hall 8s and hit at least 4 or 5 scouts of the Town Hall 9s. So I think 1 or 2 failed, but again, maybe I'll see if I can do that. I think I have some live attacks where Town Hall 8 fails that I'll show on another video. So go ahead and take these, take these mistakes and do the exact opposite. Apply them, figure a way to not make those mistakes and clean up those specific mistakes. Look at the compositions, tweak them a little bit. Go ahead and get your practice in, get those 6-star clan wars and the 3-star attacks.